Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm glad you're continuing with this lesson. So in our previous lessons, we've been working with the verb spielen, which is a regular verb in the present tense. In my opinion, it's very important to at least know how to conjugate well one regular verb in the present tense because you can use it as a model to be able to conjugate all regular verbs in the present tense. All you need to know is one, and then you can conjugate all of them. So we've been working with to play, and we are going to work with you play, which is ihr spielt. Remember, ihr means you, but when you're addressing more than one person that you know well. So it's the informal plural you. So ihr spielt, you play, ihr spielt, you play, ihr spielt. So you would use ihr, for example, with your friends. When you're talking to two or three or more of your friends at the same time, use ihr because you know them well. Ihr spielt, you play. Okay, so I'm going to backtrack. It's one thing to memorize ihr spielt, but it's another to know how to get to that form. So we have the subject pronoun ihr and we have spielen. So remember the rule to conjugate a regular verb using the ihr as your subject. The little rule is to drop the en from the infinitive. So from spielen, you drop the en, or the n if it happens to end in an n, and then add t for ihr. So it's pretty simple. Spielen, I drop the en, I choose my subject, which is ihr in this case, and all you have to do is add the t here. And you have ihr spielt. If you can do that for this verb, for one verb, then you can do it for all verbs. Remember that a verb in the present tense can mean one of three things. So ihr spielt can mean you play, you do play, we call that the emphatic do, and then the progressive you are playing. It just depends on the context of your conversation, which meaning you get. But ihr spielt can mean any one of these three. So verbs in the present tense are very useful. Ihr spielt, you play, you do play, you are playing. Okay, so let's look at some other verbs. To go, gehen, to need, brauchen, to bring, bringen, to find, finden, to ask, fragen, to buy, kaufen, to love, lieben. So let's quickly conjugate all of these verbs with the ihr form. So first we'll make the statement. So how would you say you go, you do go, you are going, with gehen using ihr? Ihr geht. If you want to ask a question, are you going or do you go? Just reverse the word order. So geht first and then ihr. So geht ihr? Are you going? Do you go? How about brauchen? How would you say you need? Ihr braucht. You need, you do need, you are needing. Do you need? Braucht ihr? Bringen. You bring. Can you visualize it before I show you the answer? Ihr bringt. Ihr bringt. The question now, do you bring? Bringt ihr. Finden. Finden. Remember this one ends in a D. So you have to add the E. You can't just say fint. So ihr findet. Remember the little rule is if the stem, which is what you get when you take off the en ending or the n ending, if the stem ends in a D, you have to add an E to the st or the t ending. So you get ihr findet. Ihr findet. Now the question, findet ihr? Fragen. You ask. Ihr fragt. Ihr fragt. Do you ask? Fragt ihr? Kaufen. Ihr kauft. Do you buy? Remember, ihr kauft is you buy, you do buy, you are buying. The question, do you buy? Start with the verb form first and then the subject. So kauft ihr. Kauft ihr? Lieben. You love. How do you say you love? You do love, you are loving. Ihr liebt. Now the question, do you love? Liebt ihr? And there you have it. So again, if you can do it with one verb like spielen, then you can do it with all regular verbs. And if you can do that, then your ability to use German has really grown. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. To continue learning, click on the video that appears here on your screen to go to the next lesson. See you soon. Bis bald.